Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. A man in his 70s has died following a house fire in Toronto on Thursday evening, Global News reports. Toronto fire crews were dispatched around 7 p.m. to the area of Palat Avenue and Academy Road, where they found smoke billowing from the rear of a semi-detached residence. Firefighters swiftly entered the building, brought the blaze under control, and successfully rescued an elderly man who had been trapped inside. He was transported to a hospital in critical condition by paramedics, but was later pronounced dead. Authorities have confirmed that the incident is not considered suspicious. General Jenny Korygnin, Canada's top military commander, delivered a message of reassurance to Ukrainians at the Kyiv Security Forum, affirming NATO's continued stability and vital force despite recent turmoil and criticism from the Trump administration. Korygnin acknowledged past bumpy times for NATO, but stressed that allied military collaboration remains strong. The article from Radio Canada International highlights U.S. President Donald Trump's intensified criticism of NATO for its perceived lack of support in the U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran, leading to talks of a European NATO among allies. Despite these tensions, Korygnin expressed skepticism about a U.S. withdrawal. NATO's solidarity is critical for Ukraine, which seeks membership. However, Secretary General Mark Rutte noted a lack of consensus among member states, including the U.S., Germany, Slovakia, and Hungary, regarding Ukraine's immediate accession. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has indicated openness to alternative Western security guarantees. Prince Harry also spoke at the forum, urging American leadership to honor international treaty obligations to Ukraine. Canada has contributed significantly since 2015 through Operation Unifier, training over 47,000 Ukrainian security forces. With Ukrainian troops gaining combat experience, Canada is now adapting its approach to training trainers. Global News reports that the Canadian federal government has approved the $4 billion Sunrise expansion program for a natural gas pipeline in British Columbia. Energy and Natural Resources Minister Tim Hodgson announced the approval for the project, proposed by Enbridge. This 139-kilometer expansion will increase BC's liquefied natural gas (LNG) network capacity by up to 300 million cubic feet, sending natural gas to the U.S. border. The government estimates it will generate over $700 million in federal and provincial tax revenue and create thousands of jobs. Minister Hodgson emphasized that the project showcases Canada's role as an energy superpower by heating homes and supporting BC's industries. BC Premier David Eby also praised the project for boosting the province's economy and strengthening Canada's energy independence. Construction is slated to begin in summer 2026, with an in-service target of late 2028. Notably, Enbridge previously sold a 12.5% stake in the West Coast Pipeline to an Indigenous alliance with financing from a federal loan program. CTV News reports that a teenage boy was rushed to hospital after being stabbed on the grounds of Brampton Centennial High School on Friday morning. Peel Regional Police were called to the school, located near Main Street and Steeles Avenue, at 8:24 a.m. The victim, described as a male in his teens, sustained serious but non-life-threatening stab wounds. Paramedics transported him to the hospital for treatment. Authorities quickly apprehended one suspect, who had fled the scene shortly after the incident. Police have characterized this as an isolated incident, reassuring the public. Following the stabbing, Brampton Centennial High School was placed under a lockdown, and the nearby Bishop Francis Catholic School implemented a hold and secure order as a precautionary measure. Both safety protocols have since been lifted. The investigation into the incident is ongoing. Lululemon Athletica Inc. saw its share price fall by more than 13% following the announcement of Heidi O'Neill, a former Nike executive, as its next CEO and a new board member, effective September 8th. According to Global News, Laurent Vasilescu, a senior analyst with BNP Paribas Equity Research, attributed the market's disappointment to the perception that Lululemon requires a turnaround CEO rather than a growth CEO at this juncture. The company has faced increased competition from brands like Olo and Vori, alongside criticism from shareholders, including founder Chip Wilson and activist investor Elliott Management, regarding its lower share price and a perceived lack of product innovation. Despite this, Neil Saunders of Global Data viewed O'Neill as a logical choice, citing her activewear experience and focus on customer service from her time at Nike and board roles with companies like Spotify and Hyatt. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.